getting a little bit more organized. And so I would take this extremely seriously, especially between Springtown up to Boyd. We have a crew. Our Brittany Costello is right there on the west side of Rhome. There's a Love's right there off of 114. So she's right there. And so we have our crew in position to capture what's coming this way. And we'll keep an eye on this. We're also in a good position. We've used this in the past, and we actually used it a couple of days ago to detect debris. And right now, thankfully, I'm not seeing anything on radar to indicate that we have anything down, but we certainly have some really strong winds pushing in that direction. In fact, can we query that?
Jesse, let's go to Brittany.
Yeah.
Can we do that, Tiffany? Tiffany Johnson's in the control room. She's our producer, kind of spearheading things. Let's go to Brittany. I see that she has just hopped back in front of the camera. Looks like the rain is picking up there just a little bit as she pulls her hood up and gets ready to talk and give us an update on what she sees there. I see a lot of traffic behind her. I think she's going to be ready in just a second. So Brittany, go ahead and give us an update. I know where you are. I know your backdrop is looking off to the northwest toward the storm. Tell me what you're seeing and hearing.
Yeah, I don't see.
Yep, we're at 287 and 114. Yeah, we're starting to feel some wind come in and some rain as well. So as I mentioned last time, within the last 25 minutes, it started raining. It's getting a little bit harder, and you can see behind me. Let's go off this way because this is the northwest that you're talking about towards the storm. You can just see how wet it is out here. We're seeing lightning, we're hearing thunder, and things are starting to pick up a little bit. So yeah, and again, like you mentioned, a bunch of traffic behind me here. Don't know if that's storm related, but it certainly is getting dark behind me where I have my camera pointed right now.
Brittany, thanks for that. I'm going to check back in with you in just a couple of minutes. Jesse, I know you're keeping an eye on things there for her. Jesse, are you going to keep Brittany and her crew there, or are you going to move them to another location?
They're in a safe place in terms of where the potential tornado would track. It looks like it would stay to their southwest.
To their southwest,
yeah.
Okay, yep.
So if actually I'll zoom in and show you exactly where I have that crew. They're right here. So there's Rhome. They're between Aurora and Rhome. There's a Love's in this area right here off 114. So that's where they are.
Okay.
And we will keep them there. The Hail Corps will certainly head their direction, and I made sure that they were aware of that. But that's where our crew is right now. You see that tight rotation there. And if needed, if something were to change in terms of that shifting farther east, they know to go inside to a safe place.
Okay.
I made sure that they're in a place that they can get to there.
And for those of you at home wondering, it's good to have a guy who spends his vacation time chasing storms, because that's Jesse, because he knows exactly what to do, because he's done this. The guy takes vacation days during the spring so he can go chase storms and then report back for us. I love that kind of dedication and passion. That's where the rotation is right now. This is the direction, okay? Brittany and her crew are right here. I'm going to check back in with her in just a moment, but you can see how Jesse has positioned them. This is the track. This is the area of concern. They're to the east of that. They're out of the, certainly well out of the danger area right now. And with Jesse over there monitoring. No, Jason, I think it's a little more to the southeast. That's kind of east-southeast. There we go. So there we go. So Keter arrival time is 4:42. Briar, it'll be there at 4:52. Peden, okay, this is far north, that is far northwest Tarrant County. Okay, Pecan Acres, 501. Eagle Mountain, where's Eagle Mountain? Is down here. Eagle Mountain is 512. So this really has a bullseye on Tarrant County. So Tarrant County, can we go to our Fort Worth Tower cam? Let me see what that looks like. Fort Worth Tower cam. And then we can head off to the southwest of there. I want to see what's happening around Grayford. There we are. Not much. Now that's looking east. And unfortunately this camera doesn't move, so I can't rotate it off to the northwest. This is looking off to the east. But let's go to our Weatherford camera, because I have a storm that's north of Grayford right now, and that's showing some signs of rotation, not enough to produce a tornado. That is looking southeast, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So I-20 would be back in this area here. So Weatherford College is north of the interstate. Can't tell, the roads kind of look wet, but I can't really tell. That's a pretty good camera that we can move around. But, and look at this, I mean, it's 85 degrees. It is really warm out there. We hit 93 yesterday. We had a record high yesterday. So as we move that camera, that's moving off more to the east, and then we're going to swing that back off maybe to the north. I think it does have a pole in the way there that maybe prevent the full 360-degree panoramic view. That's looking more south. Step out of the way here. That might be looking down at I-20 right now. Yep, yeah, that is. These are the gas stations here on I-20. So we're looking due south now. Does that swing around more to the northwest, guys? I don't even know who's messing with it.
That's me.
Jason is. So we'll try to swing that around and see what we have. We'll continue to rotate that camera. You have Fort Worth going west? Well, we'll go to that camera. I've only been here 21 years. I didn't think that camera rotated. So Tiffany, thank you for that. Okay, so that's looking a little bit more off to the northwest. There we are. There's the interstate. Okay. Yeah, it's still not a whole lot there, but it's just a matter of time because that thunderstorm is moving toward Fort Worth itself, and it will make it there. I was talking to friends in Fort Worth earlier today, and I said, shelter their cars, and they're like, what? And I'm like, no, you're going to want to do that tonight. If you can't fit the car in the garage, you don't have a garage, find some type of shelter for the cars. We have a cold front that's moving. Yep, you can see a little notch, a little inflow right here, can't you? Right here. There's our rotation right here. Now, Jesse, it's still pretty well defined. It's just not as intense looking as it was 10 minutes ago or so. Brittany and her crew are here. Let's go back to Brittany right now. I can see the camera up here off the screen. Brittany, anything new?
When you come back on camera?
The wind is picking up. The rain is picking up. I'm not sure how you see me right now, but yeah, I mean, again, we just talked to you guys, and it's starting to come down a lot harder than it was. We're actually under a gas station awning, and we've noticed people are pulling their cars in just to park. Obviously, they know what's coming. They're pulling in. I assume to wait things out. My photojournalist is turning the camera around for you guys right now, but yeah, this is what we're seeing. So wind is picking up, rain is picking up, and we're seeing people just kind of try and escape the elements underneath this gas station awning. So that's the situation right now. I wanna point the camera northwest, the area that you guys are talking about over there. It's very dark, very dark. So it's progressively gotten worse. Obviously, you guys, and again, we're feeling the rain pick up right now. It's coming down harder, seems to be bigger droplets. So we are just, and we see some lightning. I don't know if you guys could see that, but right over here, perhaps beyond the camera's view, some lightning coming out. And so we're just kind of, yeah, watching and waiting. I think that's what all of these other people are doing as well.
Brittany, I think you're right. I know you're in a safe place. I know you have some rain, and we're going to have you just, who are you with, Brittany? Who's your photographer?
Billy Bryant.
You're with Billy Bryant. He's worked here longer than I have. So I'm glad Billy knows the routine. So I know you guys are in a safe place between Billy and Jesse. I know they're keeping you in a safe place there. I do have to say, as we go back to the radar, and I'll go back to Brittany and Billy here in just a second, but I know, I got to tell you, hey, listen, we have some severe storms out there. We certainly have some potential, but so far, and knock on wood, there's no wood in this studio, but knock on wood, it's been okay so far. We've had a 70-mile-an-hour wind gust in Jacksboro. We've had quarter to golf ball size hail that has been reported. We have a number of severe thunderstorm warnings that have been reported. I mean, but we have the potential to see baseball to softball size hail. Now, we're just really at the beginning of about a 6 to 7 hour event here, if you will, across Dallas, Fort Worth, and across North Texas. I'm hoping as bumpy as these storms have been, I'm hoping they stay at this level of bumpiness and they don't escalate up to and really meet the potential that the atmosphere is telling us that we have in place, because we have a very turbulent atmosphere right now on top of North Texas. So I'm hoping we don't realize the full potential of the atmosphere. I'm hoping it just stays at this level that we're having right now. And it's intense enough. I mean, you're like, hey, Pete, it just rolled through my house in Decatur, it just rolled through my house, in Bridgeport, and it was nasty enough. And, Jacksboro kept the kids in school. So, I get all of that, and I'm hoping it's nothing more than that. Unfortunately, I don't see a situation where these storms weaken. I just don't, because it's the peak heating of the day. Jesse, what was the high temperature today? Any idea?
85.
Cassie says 85. I mean, the normal high is probably 10 to 15 degrees lower than that, at least 10 degrees lower than that. So anyway, when you look at a thunderstorm, we still have the tornado warning. This is this part of Parker County. And then here's Wise County, so it's the south central part of Wise County, a tornado warning in effect for another 14 minutes. I have not had any reports of like a funnel cloud. I haven't had any reports of a rotating wall cloud. On this thunderstorm right now, I did earlier. We had a couple funnel clouds reported up around Amon Carter Lake, up in southern Montague County, but we do have right now a pretty tight mid-level mezzo that's developing right now over the top of some low-level rotation in northeastern Palo Pinto County. Let's go to Palo Pinto right here. That's northeastern Palo Pinto. There's the Brazos River, Possum Kingdom Lake. So just a couple reference points for you. So we're watching this storm approach Sales. There's Grayford. I was talking about Grayford earlier, but we're watching this storm approach Salesville even closer than we already are. So there very well is going to be a severe thunderstorm warning at a minimum that's going to go into Tarrant and Denton County very soon. So there's some rotation here. I have rotation up here. So there's already a warning on this. Northern Tarrant County, it's just a matter of a few minutes. You're going to have a tornado warning here in this northwestern side of Tarrant County, probably the southwest side of Denton County. I'd be shocked if it's 447. I would be shocked if we don't have that in place by 5 o'clock. So I do expect tornado warnings, another tornado warning to be extended out of this Wise County one into Tarrant and also into Denton County here in the next couple of minutes.